Hey, g'day guys, Sam here from Trade to Prosper. It's been a while because there's not much change, and for those small trades that I tend to talk about, it's usually on my forum, so I don't do video presentations for that. It's too long, so there's not really much warrant for doing videos all the time. Alright, so today I'm going to do Ethereum, and later on I'll do a link in the next video, so have a look at that. Now what do I have here? This is Ethereum, and macro wise we had a downward channel, and you can see how perfectly that became resistance on the top of the channel. Right, this is a Fibonacci level. I'll leave that in there. So the downward trend found the edge of that from there. Well, this channel makes sense, and it found the edge and then got rejected, and now we have this level, and if we lose that level, then we're going to come down pretty hard. So what it's doing is trying to hold on to it. It's very much similar to there. So I'm looking at that kind of scenario where we're going to get a bounce, and then we're going to have a bit of a resistance, as you can see. So that's what I'm expecting at this point. So what we have here is the daily chart. Now let's look in close. You can see today it's starting to go up. So along this, yesterday I did short it. I can talk about that as well. It's something that you probably interested in, and maybe some lessons there. So this is an important level, and I'll put a channel there just to pick up the bottom. So the bottoms are there, and in between that little channel there's a resistance on the top, and there's a little middle layer, and we're in that middle layer there. And so today, if this fractal works out, because this took a long time, and this is also taking a long time. So you can see how when Ethereum comes to the edge of this, I suppose, support level, it grinds before it goes up. So I do believe this is going to go up. Now there's liquidity above there. So there's a lot of liquidity there. And what has happened is the shorts have come in. I suppose the shorts have come in all the way through. And did they take it out? Ever so slightly it did take it out. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of shorts coming in. So what the whales are looking at is, well, let's potentially take these guys out. Maybe this one out first. So when we look at that, I am very cautious that we might go down like that. I think there's going to be a drive. There is some liquidity at this level. So we might just get that first, and then just along those lines. This is the only trading possibility that I'm looking at the moment. You can see how 1, 2, 3 days of green candles, fourth day. So this is likely to continue. And if you look at down here, this was a bit more stronger. And now if we were to, so that's the bullish version. We lose this level, and if it comes down, then we'll look for this level to pick it up again. We will look for it because we might just whip down here, hit this major Fibonacci level, and then continue on. And then it's still within this channel, this support line. So I'm looking at it from that perspective, short term. Long term wise, no one knows. So I wouldn't, long term in the sense of the next few months, we don't know. All I know is this is a good level to potentially take a risk, and then just go along, and then we'll probably find resistance on the number of layers, and I'm looking for trades. So my hodl ones are still there. I'm still hodling Ethereum. It's starting to do well against Bitcoin, and that's over the last day or so. So if I was to bring that out, let me have a look where that is. So here we have the Ethereum versus Bitcoin, and this is our 3-day chart. And what we have here is, actually here we go, just do that. Bit of a flat bottom. You can see that flat bottom found support, and we're getting this bounce. Now the question is, can this keep going? All right. When can we go bullish? Well, realistically, when it breaks above this. So it looks like a descending wedge. I have this strong resistance of 200 on the daily. So until we break that, we can't be really bullish. But I think what it's done is, yeah, it's sweep the lows, take the liquidity, and now it's going back up. But it's not a convincing chart because it's still a downtrend until we break this level. From an Ethereum Bitcoin perspective, we can't be really bullish. So that really means the 200. We need to break the 200. So at the moment we see 1, 2, 3 candles. Actually, they're 3-day charts. So let's look on the daily. So that's looking bullish at the moment. If this closes above this level, then that's a good sign. So if this could close above it, and we still got another 6 hours, then this is a nice ride. I would say initially there'll be a bit of resistance here potentially with a range. So from an Ethereum Bitcoin perspective, we might just get a bit of a movement to the upside. Jeez, what happened there? Yeah, so might get a movement like that above. Back to our original chart. And let's put in our indicator just to see what RSI does. And what I'll do is a Phoenix as well. So the RSI is looking bullish. Bullish divergence, interesting enough. So that's playing out. So we on the daily, you can see the bullish divergence. Price, this is much more bullish. So it's more of an angle increase, where this is slightly on the side. So there's a bullish divergence that's playing out. Historically, we had a fair bit of resistance here. If we can get above that 50% level, which is already starting to poke its head, it might actually be a strong move. So can we bring this down here a bit? Yeah, it looks like a strong move, the daily. Let's look on the 12-hour. In the 12-hour looks similar. It hasn't broken it yet, but it's looking to break above it. It's at resistance on the 12-hour. So our main resistance level, if you look on the 12-hour level, that is our 12-hour level. Give it a bit. We'll use that initial. So what it's done is it really clawed back the 12 hours on the bearish candle, and yeah, we might actually might be this bit of a reversal structure in the making. So that's what I have for Ethereum, guys. Long term wise, obviously, in the next few years, I'm very bullish on it. But for the short term, it's a hard one, isn't it? It's still holding it, so it's the bulls have come in at the right spot, and I'm going to see this as an initial area of resistance. And if we were to put our Fibonacci into it, actually I have it here. I've done it here. What I've done on this one, from here, swing high to swing low, and we've got a Fibonacci. So I'm looking for potentially one, and if it's still got momentum, then I'll look at these ones here. And how does that equate to liquidity? That's basically what it does. Looking for liquidity levels, and if it, I think it will find a fair bit of resistance as we go up, guys. So it's not something that is still in a range, and the top of the range is here, and so this might eventually keep going. It'll be volatile, but I think eventually it will take that out and then back down again, and then we'll look for the extremes, the lows and the highs. That's Bitcoin's very, very similar to it. Some possibilities that we know the best trades are there and there. Right now it's no trade. I will not go into it. The best trades are on the extreme lows or the extreme highs, or in the, in terms of the range. So that's all I got. Please give me a like and share. Talk to you soon.